Welcome to another video where I get to try out a new design for myself, and I think this is going to be like a different series since this is not a design that currently before I film or before I start. It's a design that I'm very doubtful about my ability to be able to do it, but I did promise myself to challenge myself more this year so that I can go back to that interest or excitement when I'm doing cakes. So today I'm going to try out a design that I have been wanting to try out since I think August last year. So it's not a new design, it's not a new trend, it's a trend that has been ongoing for a while, but I have never gotten to try it. I was talking to my close friend and we were trying to decide what cake I should do for my sister, and I was showing her designs I'm already comfortable with, but then I was like, why don't I just see if she likes it, if my friend likes it, and if she does, I'm going to force myself to do that for my sister's cake. On the bright side, it's for my sister. If I don't like it, only she will know when if she ever watches this video. But I'm hopeful, I'm optimistic, but I'm scared I won't be able to do it the way I think it will come out. But at the same time, it's the genuine first time I'm trying this design. So my question is, what's the worst that can happen? My sister really likes blueberry cake, so I opted to do a lemon and blueberry cake because I think those two flavors just go perfectly together, and she really enjoyed it in the end, so I guess my choice was perfect. But yes, I did the same thing, only this time round I was working on a 6-inch cake, 6-inch 4-layer cake instead of an 8-inch cake that I normally prefer to do. But yes, I was doing a 6-inch lemon and blueberry cake. So I did the same thing I always do. I layer the cakes and crumb coat, then refrigerate. And for this round, I opted to put my skewers in before finishing up the design because I didn't want them to show, and they also help with transportation. And yeah, I don't want the layers sliding off in this current Nairobi heat. Always remember to refrigerate your cake between 2 coats so that the first coat can set and it's easier to apply the next coat without any problems. For the final coat, I wanted to do a white and minty ombre, so I did white at the top and a mint or Tiffany green at the bottom, so that it can kind of look like a pastel landscape with some flowers on it. I wanted the top of my cake to have a raw edge as opposed to a perfectly smooth edge, like a flat edge, because I thought and wanted it to look much more rustic kinda with the florals, so I opted to do a raw edge. So everything you watch from here on out is just me learning, and the first thing I did was draw these lines that represent branches or trees, I'm not really sure, so that I can be able to pipe my florals. I did this immediately after I had smoothed out my cream and just used a skewer to do the squiggly lines. But when I checked Pinterest when I was done, I saw most people had just done plain straight lines, very few squiggles, but I really like what I chose to do. And yeah, so just use a skewer before my cake set and just drew these, then put my cake in the fridge for I think 30 to 45 minutes so that it's completely set for me to be able to pipe the flowers. Also, because I'm just creating as I go, I had kind of a hard time knowing where to stop with these lines, because it's my first time ever to do this, so I just kept going and going and kept trying to tell myself stop, no, continue, stop, no, continue, but I had only practiced very few and practiced right before I started, so obviously my first petal didn't come out right. But as I mentioned in the previous videos, if you've let your cake set for long enough, it's easy to just peel off any mistake you've made and redo it. And this was the first flower I made, and when I was spinning the cake, I took a step back and I was like, do I really want to keep doing this? Because I don't know, I didn't like the first flower at that moment. But then I just told myself, just keep going, it's your first try. You've not done one of these before, you don't know how it will come out, so just keep going. And the more I piped onto the cake, the more I liked it. But as I mentioned, it was my first time doing this, so this is genuinely not a tutorial. But if you guys actually like what it is I've done, just let me know in the comments, and I will hopefully try to explain much better in a video what I was doing. But I will have mentioned what piping tips I used for each pattern. By the time I picked up the pink color, I think I was much more comfortable with the design, with the patterns, with doing these flowers, because I felt like it was much easier for me to do the design. But I also think it's because my buttercream was a little more room temp with the pink than it was with the purple. You can even see from how it looks, like the pink is more fluid. I was struggling a little with the purple, but unfortunately I have to keep putting my cream in the fridge because it's way too hot right now. But yes, I also think I was a little more comfortable, and doing those little lines to represent like 2D roses, that was the hardest part for me. I actually didn't end up liking them, and I think I only did 2 in pink and 1 in purple because I didn't like them. I tried a few times and didn't like them, but doing the other patterns was much easier for me, and I actually really liked it. The only thing I wish I did was have a wider color range, because at this moment I was thinking I have way too many purple flowers, but then I added a kind of peachy color and peachy coral color, and it just tied everything together, and I really liked what I was up to. Then using the number 3 nozzle, I just piped some dots just to give a bit of a difference with the petals or the type of flowers I had put on the cake. And because this was a coral peachy color, it just tied everything together, and this was the moment I realized everything is looking alive. And one of the things I remember telling myself is I wish I had been more conscious about what color I was putting where. Since I ended up putting like so much purple on one tree or branch, one tree, so much pink on another. So when I was piping the coral, I wasn't really sure where to add it. Lastly, I added some leaves with my tiniest leaf nozzle, and when I tell you, when I was piping the leaves, I genuinely had to stop myself from piping way too many, because by this time, the pride and love I had for this cake and myself was just beyond my expectations. So I was trying my best not to go overboard, but kinda I wish I had an even smaller leaf tip, but it was just so good. Like, personal opinion, I think adding the leaves, like the piped leaves, brought this cake, like, it was getting life, but I feel like adding this leaves with this nozzle just brought the life like directly into the cake. Once I piped a few more of the dots, I just looked at the cake and admired it for a bit before telling myself no more piping. And then I added some gold leaf, cause why not? And it was a good decision. It just made everything like look just chef's kiss. And yeah, that's all I had to do. Finally, I am done. And you know what? At first I was really stressed out because I didn't think it would look the way it was looking in the photo I had initially been sent by Sarah, the one I showed my friend, the one I wanted to try. But you know what? For first time doing it, we're very closer. I don't know, for you guys it's not as clear now, but I will definitely insert a better video like me spinning it. This is the first flower I did, and I was like, I don't think it's come out the way I wanted. But then I was like, you know what, this cake is for my sister and I'm already late for her birthday, so I might as well just keep trying and see if I'll end up liking it or not. But in the end, I actually like it. I actually like that I committed, and for someone who had zero practice whatsoever, like, I just took, this is literally all the practice I did. I mixed my colors and then tried the design here, and I was like, yeah, I think I'm fine. And then when I started, I was like, I don't think I'm okay. But now looking back, thank God I finished, because I actually genuinely like it. If no one else likes this cake, too bad. May I like it, especially for the first time I've tried this design. And now my confidence has been boosted a little, so would I want to do this again for an order? Definitely. I really like it. Look at me looking at it with such pride. I hope everyone is as proud of it as I am, and I will see you guys in the next cake that I try out. But please let me know which cake I should try out again or next time, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.